start by method of killing here. So I'm going to be teaching you, I've been noticing a lot of new hunters recently that are extremely just boring, I guess you could say. So this video's intent is to make you hunters a lot better than you now are. So you guys know the basics by now, like the spitting and stuff like that, the UV shield, jump, pounce, all that good stuff. But I'm going to teach you some more of the advanced tricks so you don't become a person that just runs around spitting and then running away, as that's very obnoxious. So the first thing I want to show you is there's two types of hunters. You got speed and you got claws. So the best tips I can use, if I'm using claw hunter, I use my auto aim because it makes it a lot easier. But if I go speed hunter like this, I'll turn off auto aim and auto aim for that. You aim at the ground and sprint with your tendrils. You use your tendrils and like that, and you go a lot faster. Therefore, you can get faster tackles. It's harder to dodge a fast hunter than it is an open hunter, instead of just walking up to someone like this and going for a tackle. So just remember, keep tendril at the ground in front of you and hold the sprint button down. Makes you a lot faster. It's always good. Now for the claw hunter, which is my personal favorite, I use auto aim. It makes it a lot easier. You just claw. I use a certain thing where I could claw twice as fast. I don't recommend using that. Another good thing to do is just jump and claw. Just make yourself as hard to get as possible, so they'll keep slicing. Alright, you might want to heal up. Now tactics that you can use for different types of styles, for both types of styles you can use this. It's called flying ground pound. The best, right here, this is what it looks like. That's what it's going to look like. Now to do that, to initiate it, there's two ways you can do it. You don't have to do it exactly like that. You can go up in the air, hold an aerial ground pound like that and go down, but this is the most fastest, quickest response to, like, I'll show you in a minute. What you want to do is you want to claw, and right as the claw goes across your face, like halfway across your face, you want to hold the tendril button. They're giving you the fly effect, so therefore the flying ground pound. I'm going to do it again one more time. Right as my claw goes across the face, hold tendril and aim at the thing. The best time this can be used is after a successful tackle. I'm going to show you in a second, right here. Aim at the ground. Puts a lot of damage right into there. That's the best thing you can do. I'm going to do it one more time once he heals up. And again, remember to do it. You want to go for the tackle. Aim at the tendril where you want to go. Hold the claw button halfway across your face. And then fly. There are certain ways the human can avoid it, but it's extremely hard to avoid, and it's best damage cutting thing. The next thing you can do is GP claw. Look at my perks. Notice how I have missing ground pound knockback. That's the worst thing you can get in this game. Never get that. There's a lot of things you can do without that. And the best thing you can do is if you hit a ground pound like this right in front of him, you can hit a claw right in, therefore putting out twice the damage. And if it's against a wall like this, right here, ground pound claw, get that many claws in, and if you tendril claw. So tendril claw, it's not really an exploit anymore because it's been patched beyond ridiculousness. You claw and then tendril, but you want to do it extremely fast. You want to claw, tendril, therefore initiating the claw attack, making it go a lot faster. It takes a while to master and it is very obnoxious. Another thing, tackle spit. So this is another useful one that you can use. If you hit them with a successful tackle, this is a good time to use the spit. Aim it at them, almost impossible to avoid. Gets the spit on them. Another thing to do that there's a lot of people use this tactic, especially Visceral over here. His favorite tactic to do right when he spits and he gets to spit on you, throws a ground pound out. That way it cancels any animation they were trying to do. So this is what a spit pounce is. It's more of an easier way to get a spit instead of just randomly shooting it. You know, approach them with your UV shield, spit at them, and do that. That way it gets the effect on them. They have no way of avoiding it. You might want to get to the roof. It's almost impossible to avoid, especially on rooftops. Once you get to the rooftops, you can always do it. The second I get on the rooftop, my favorite move to do is flying ground pound. So another move that people really do not look at a lot, they think that tackling, you have to be either speed or that. There's another move called clip tackling. It's not an exploit, it's not anything like that. It's where you can clip them through surfaces, so let's find a good area to clip tackle. Hop up here probably. Like right down there. So what this does is it basically puts you through a surface. If you can see him like that, then most likely he can't. Get next to the wall. The wall over on this side. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at him while you're sprinting, and you can go through walls as long as you're holding the tackle button and looking in the direction they're going to be. I'm going to do it one more time. See, I'm going through the walls, and this has lots of opportunities that you can do right there. You can finish them off with claws. Toxic spit. If they have a rooftop nest, do not waste your time with Horde. Yeah, you'll get the occasional telebomber. Do not waste your time with Horde. Always use toxic spit. If they're on a rooftop like so, the best thing you can do to finish them right here, go for a flying ground pound, get them off the rooftop, clip tackle. That's another good combo. So there is way survivors can dodge this move. Hop up here. They can dodge this move unless you have no ground pound knockback. If I ground pound him off the roof, he can barely even dodge the tackle, since I have no ground pound knockback. But if they do have ground pound knockback, then you can do a grapple cancel. Like, I'll show you what a grapple cancel will look like when it's done on the hunter. There you go. That's why they dodge that. They can dodge that, and it'll confuse the hell out of people. Okay, I'm trying to think of other moves that it can do. Oh yeah, one thing cannot stress the most. Scent Spit is fucking useless. Stop using it. It's not gonna help. Because most people either A, run no HUD, or they're veteran enough to where they do not require sense. Me, myself, and anybody that I play with, including Visceral, do not need sense to win the matches. Stop acting like you're blinding us. We know where you're at all times. Our hearing is good enough to where we can hear you. Please stop sense abuse today. I can't stand it. So another thing to do, since even though they nerf rain, it's pretty easy to dodge rains. You have to have your button. So what you want to be doing is you want to be running around circle, don't do it. You want make sure you're sprinting, and you want to be looking at the survivor and holding your circle button or whatever your tackle button is. And now he's gonna try to go for a rain. It cancels it out. You can go for left line ground pound, take out a lot of damage. If you're not sprinting and you're just walking like this, spinning in circles, he will rain you every single time, unless the game's broken. I'm gonna do it one more time. And I get behind him, that way I can't take any further damage. There's most people that will go for tackle slices, like right here. I want him to, he's going to dodge a pounce, and I'm going to show you what he can do. He can tackle slice. The best way to get out of it is just sprint or jump. You can either do this, just sprint around like that to avoid further damage. You just take the tackle. You can insta ground pound, or I'll show you what insta ground pound is real quick. That's insta ground pound. If you do it fast enough, they can avoid all damage. I'm gonna do it one more time, and you can backwards. You can just jump. You can jump and avoid all damage, avoiding the tackle slice, because the survivor's tackle slice is life in this game. Like, you'll see every single survivor, at least the good ones that are experienced, will tackle slice. I'll show you how much a tackle slice does next to a wall. That's a tackle slice. One more hit and I'm dead. So you'll see that a lot. The best thing you can do is if you get tackle sliced, just run. If you get tackle sliced once, then just run. If you get sliced one more time against an experienced survivor, unless they're low in health, don't risk it. Yeah, and I think that's about it. Alright, adios.